Okay. Do you remember when you taught me how to drive? We went up to the TB hospital in the parking lot and drove around a little bit, and then you took me back out to, I think it's Route 837, and the main road, and there was traffic, and I panicked, and I didn't know what to do, and you just calmly said, just keep on your side of the center line, and you'll be okay. So I did, and then we turned down Walden Road, and then when I turned into the driveway, I almost hit the street pole and dented the car, but I didn't. I just missed it, and I did okay. So thank you very much for teaching me how to drive. And then later on, when I got in the car with Dad, because he was going to teach me how to drive, and I shifted, I put my clutch in, and I shifted, and I didn't go bump, bump, bump. And he looked at me and he says, so, how long have you been driving?
Happy birthday, Grandma. Say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Gigi.
Happy birthday, Grandma. Goose, you want to say happy birthday?
Say, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
We love you.
Love you.
Say happy birthday. Arya.
Say happy birthday, Grandma.
Gigi. You remember when we went into Boston to make a record for Mom and Dad? It was Now in the Hour, and we had practiced, and we knew our parts beautifully. We harmonized. And that all of a sudden there was a microphone in front of me, which I had never seen before. And I opened my mouth and went, nothing came out. And I started to laugh and giggle, but you just went right through the song with no problem whatsoever, like I wasn't even there. And it turned out, I don't know what happened to the record, but I guess it turned out okay.
Happy birthday, Jeane.
Happy birthday.
We love you.
So when I think of memories with my grandma, the first thing that always comes to mind is sleepovers at her house, that we would always have mac and cheese for dinner and chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast. We were always so excited about mac and cheese and chocolate chip pancakes. And I was talking to her recently about this, and her reaction was surprising. She rolled her eyes and she was like, ugh! I always hated making mac and cheese and chocolate chip pancakes over and over. I hope I never have to make it again. And so I learned that there are two sides to every memory. And while our opinions on pancakes might differ a little bit, I think we can all agree that you deserve the best 90th birthday ever. Love you so much. Happy birthday, Grandma.
And you made a line, an invisible line down the middle of our bedroom, and I was not to cross it. And it was a little difficult to get into bed because then I had to sort of suck in my tummy and go sideways down the side of the bed in order to get into bed. So I don't think that was very nice of you, because after all, I was your loving sister.
Happy birthday, Great Aunt Jeane. It's Josh, Jessica, Rory, and Aria Peters in Arizona. Sorry we won't make it for your party. We just wanted to tell you happy birthday to you. Have a good day.
Hi, Aunt Jeane. I just wanted to wish you happy birthday, 90 years. That's just great. We love you out here in California. I know that my mom and dad are in heaven celebrating your birthday too. And we love you, and you take good care of yourself, and just enjoy life, my love.
Do you
Bye-bye.
remember when you sprained my knee? We were out in the backyard, right about on the border of where the back pasture hit our yard. And you were sitting on top of me and on my legs, and I struggled to get away from you, and I turned to the side, but my leg didn't turn with me, at the part that you were sitting on, and put my knee out of its socket or something. Anyway, you turned out okay because you helped me into the house, and Dad took me to the doctor, and they put a elastic bandage on my knee, and I guess that was about that. But I have never, ever let you hear the end of it. So you hurt me.
First off, happy birthday. Second off, I want to say thank you for, letting me call you Grandma. I know that sounds like maybe a trivial thing, but the fact that, from the get-go, you were just accepting me as a grandson, and just showed me a love of the grandma that I've known my whole life. I'm very grateful for, and thank God for it. So, I love you.
As you know, Annalise thinks you're one of the prettiest princesses there are, and admires the mess out of you, and you obviously she's following your footsteps. And then we just love and care.
We don't spit in the house.
No, we do not. Princesses do not spit in the house.
No.
Right, Grandma Jeane?
Like Grandma Jeane.
She loves the picture of you on your wedding day and says that you look like a real live princess. That's very special to her. Thank you for being part of our lives and for always showing us love and treating us like your own grandchildren, even when we were new to the family, and we really feel like your grandchildren and that you're a grandma to us, and we really appreciate you and love you very much.
Yeah, for sure. And we definitely enjoy getting to chat with you.
And did you want some candles on your birthday?
Oh, that's a good question. How many birthday candles do you think she needs?
I think she needs,
3?
Okay.
Like you? Maybe a few more than that, too.
We're thankful for you, your sense of humor. You're just super fun to be around.
Yeah. And loving watching baseball and thinking of you as a Red Sox fan. Yeah. But anyways, we love you and excited to celebrate you. Mwah. Mwah. Alrighty. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday.
And thank you for being the most wonderful mother-in-law a girl could ask for. Your heart is so big, and you opened it so fully to me and my children and now our grandchildren. And it's just a delight to know you. I love so many things about you, but the ones that I love the most are your sense of humor and your delightful chuckle when you're tickled at something. And the thing I love the most that you do is call me to share a joke that you found funny. I love that. I wish I knew more better jokes. I'd tell you one right now, but I can guarantee you that the next time I hear a good one, I'm calling you. Happy
Remember
birthday.
when we went to Nantasket many, many times, but one time Mom and Dad let you take me over to Paragon Park, and we went on a ride, and I'm certain you forced me to go on this ride. It was called the Bullet, and it had 2 bullet-shaped things at each end of this long arm. And not only did it go around and around, but it also spun around and around this way. And I got so sick because I'm sure we had just had fried clams and hot dogs and all those things we shouldn't have had. Anyway, I was very, very sick to my stomach and called to get off, but the guy wouldn't stop. And finally, when he stopped, I got off and I threw up right smack in front of him. So let him clean it up.
And Jeane, I'm here for your birthday. Happy, I won't give you the number. You know what it is. Happy, a big one. And I was reminiscing about the last time I was here. I was with Marilyn and Julie, and you were driving us around town, and I wanted to go see the Kansas City Board of Trade because I was just starting to trade futures at the time. And we were driving around, you started talking about Henry Truman, and because he was from the state, got us into the politics talk, and so I was whining about Bush, and I thought he was way too liberal for me, and Julie turned around, looked at me while she was driving down the highway, and "Do you think Bush is liberal?" And you jumped in real quick, said, "That's enough politics talk." So that's a memory I will always have.
Happy birthday and congratulations on your 90th birthday. Greetings here from Arizona. We can always count on you for having birthday and anniversary greetings. And I love the stories my mom tells me about when you taught her to smoke and the driving and everything.
Hey, you were the best big sister in the world.
Apparently that was the case.
Except for a couple of things.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for all the love and support over the years. And Michael didn't even know the word aunt until he married into this family. So
Until Marilyn corrected me when I called you Aunt Jeane.
yes.
So sorry about that.
Anyway, we love you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, now I'm going to tell you how devious you were at one time. When you were with your friends and I was with you, and I thought you were such a good sister because you gave me a cigarette and had me light it up, and I thought, oh, you know, my sister trusts me, blah, 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 all that sort of thing. And all you wanted to do was make sure that I didn't tell Mom and Dad that you were smoking. So I think that was very devious of you. So there.
I'm going to tell a story about Jeane and Eleanor, who were best friends for, I don't know how many years, but 50 years maybe. Anyway, Jeane told me this story actually after Eleanor had passed. We were driving in the car, and she told me that one time she was visiting Eleanor in the hospital. And I guess in the old days, you used to be able to smoke in hospitals. And so, of course, Eleanor was partaking. But they heard that Dr. Spurney, who was both of their doctors, was coming by for a visit. So Eleanor didn't want to be caught with a cigarette, so she handed it to Jeane. And Jeane held the cigarette and kind of pretended like it was hers when Dr. Spurney came in. And Dr. Spurney said to Jeane, I didn't know that you smoked. And Jeane said, oh, I do every once.
Jeane and my grandma Eleanor would go down to the military base to pick up their medicines. So whenever I was in town, I would obviously join them. And on the way back, we would stop for lunch. Well, one day we stopped at this cool restaurant called Fritz's, and it had all these miniature toy trains running around the restaurant. And my grandmother ordered mushroom poppers, and that was the first time I ever found out from Jeane that mushrooms were actually a fungus, and neither of us eat them.
You know, as a parent, the worst thing you could ever do, I think, to your child is to turn your back on your child. You never want to turn your back on your child. But sometimes it's for their own good. So my story is way back when, I don't know how old I was, 3, 4 years old. We lived in an apartment complex. It had a swimming pool. It had a big old chain link fence around the swimming pool, and so you couldn't get in there except through the gate. But it was in the off season, so the gates were closed. So next thing you know, my mom's like, Craig, where's little Craig at? You know, she couldn't find me anywhere. So she goes out front and looks, and all of a sudden she looks, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's my 3-year-old son. And where's he at? He's not just in the pool area. He's standing on the diving board of the pool, and the gate's locked. So my mom calmly and coolly walks over there. I don't know what was going through her mind. I know what would be going through my mind. In my mind, it'd be Brock. He'd be the one on the diving board. Sorry, Brock. But the water was out of the pool, and I was on the diving board, so it's probably like 10, 12 feet down, and there was still water in the pool, maybe 2-3 foot at the bottom. There was enough to, if a little boy fell down off the diving board, he not only would crack his head, he'd probably drown in water. So here's my mom, like, what do I do? So she had 2 choices. One, she could holler and scream at top of her lung and tell me she's going to kill me when she catches me, which I would have fell off the diving board at that point, or I would have frozen, never came down. But no, what did my mom do? She just turned her back on me and said, bye, Craig, I'm going to get ice cream. And she turned around and she started walking toward the house. So in her mind, she was probably listening, okay, I'm either going to hear a splash or I'm going to hear footsteps. Well, it wasn't for long. She heard a little rattle of the chain link fence. Little footsteps coming out, so she put her hand out, and I just reached out and grabbed her hand, like, I'm going to get ice cream. What I didn't know is that when she grabbed my hand, she spun me around and took her other hand and beat my butt all the way back to the house. Needless to say, I didn't get any ice cream, and I didn't really deserve any ice cream. But anyway, thanks, Mom, for turning your back on me way back when. I love you. Happy 90th.